Aha! It has worked. There we are. There we are. No starting soon screen for anyone watching this on the YouTube. We are in the same stream as what we did the Crossroad OS. My name is Merc Serene, and today we are taking a look at Last Epoch. I'm very excited to play this. I know a lot of people have said a lot of good things about it, so we're gonna jump right in. Wait, play full offline. Hey, Astro, here's a question for you. Should I do offline? I also heard, by the way, that this game was having some issues, if you will, with their servers and whatnot. And I want to make sure that if there are server issues, that we, I guess, just play offline. Sorry, I was also just getting my YouTube chat going. I have no idea. No idea. I will just do this one for now. You can always you can view your launch options and say, edit your selection from the gear icon on this app's library page. Okay. You haven't played much online, but if you play online, you can make an offline character and play with online chat. You can make an offline character, but you still get the chat? That's kind of weird. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe? 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 It's tiny. He's tiny. So I can get that, but I feel like that's not what I want to do. Hold on. We'll, two players can't share display name. How much you want to bet Merc's been taken? How dare they take my name? By the way, I want to say, I've used the name Merc online and had no issues in the beginning, right? I was the only one ever using M-I-R-K. And it's only in the last 10 years that now all of a sudden I can never get it anymore. But I had it for basically everything. So that's why the Serene ended up being part of the name as well. Like the music. Alright, Merc Serene should be not taken. I got an added email address. One sec. Okay. Go to settings real quick. I want to look at graphics because I want to not be in a window, right? I want borderless window, but that's not what we have, right? We have this. Why do we have this? I'm so confused. Oh, also streamer mode is an option here too. If your gameplay is smooth but your stream is stuttering, enable this option. Disable some of the options below. This will not give you better loot drops. Well then what's the point? Yeah, we'll limit the FPS to 60s, probably fine. That's what we're streaming at, right? I will maybe change some of this stuff here in a moment, but this is what I want to change. Apply. Now we're full screen. I'm going to go back to borderless window and see if it actually makes it borderless window, because that's not what it was before. Aha! Now I'm borderless window. I can click out. We lose audio, but that's okay. It's okay for the moment. You change it to window and then back to borderless. It's weird. Do you do that every time you start the game up, Astro? Bomber Palmer, typically not used, although very seldomly, you do have to add a number. Yeah, when that other Bomber Palmer takes the name and then changes the name and then can't go back because there's 90-day limitations. Oh, man. By the way, I think I could play on higher. I'm guessing it just started on medium. We'll start there. I'm just trying to see what it did. We can probably even upgrade this higher, but we'll leave it at that for the moment. Check out some of the other settings before we do anything. Input keys. Move to melee attack enemies that are out of range. Attacking with a melee skill while targeting enemy will move you to the target. Okay, so in Diablo, usually I will start off with base settings, but then I will eventually make it so that my left mouse button does not ever attack, right? It's only a move button. If I actually remember correctly, I do something else a little differently where I hold a button down and then clicking will always just do a move. I feel like it was A in Diablo 3. I feel like that's what I used a lot. We want to see damage numbers. I feel like I want to see health bars. I feel like I want to see health bars for everything. They defaulted them off. Let's leave them off temporarily. Map zoom, map opacity, sure. Loot filter. No filter. Hold on. So we can, I clicked this, and it does nothing. We can do loot filters, like natively in-game. That's pretty cool. I like it. Item ground label, sure. Length of item names, normal. Auto compare displays equipped item comparison by default when viewing an item tooltip. I might like that. Oh, left mouse button in this game is fully dedicated movement. I like that too. Oh, here's another question, Astro. Are there any settings in here that you suggest modifying? Bomber, you remember the day, playing Monster Hunter, your friends convinced you to move to 60 plus FPS. It was like a whole new world opened up to you. You were floored. You couldn't play because you were so enamored with how smooth things were. You're spoiled now. I am not an FPS snob, if you will. Not at all. I don't even mind if something's at 30. You have problems once it starts dipping below 20, right? You have problems. But I don't mind too much. And I will say, quite often, I just default things to 60. I could go higher with my current setup, almost certainly, but I don't. Especially because the stream is only seeing 60. So I could go a little higher for myself, but it's not gonna help the stream any. Definitely the auto compare, that's what I was thinking. Definitely. You gotta make a rocket! Screen shake mode, most abilities. Screen shake intensity, normal. Let's leave that on, but I have a feeling we're gonna turn these off. Enemies flash on hit, lock cursor to game window. I might want to lock the cursor. I will come back to that one. RGB low health warning. If enabled, flashes the keyboard red when at low health. I have a keyboard that could work on. Oh, it's only for Logitech keyboards. I don't have a Logitech keyboard. Alright, we'll leave that there. Sound real quick. I'm going to turn master down slightly. I feel like it's a little loud. I use Voice Meter. That is my audio mixing software. I really like it. It's also really confusing when you don't know what you're doing with it. After you get it, though, you're like, wow. I would not use... every computer I have from now on, even if I'm no longer streaming and making videos, I'm going to put that on because it's amazing. I could also uncheck the mute game when not in focus, and then I can click off and do things. I like that. I like that. I can do stream things like hello chat and not worry about losing audio and stuff. I like that a lot. I don't usually put a profanity filter on, but because I'm streaming, maybe we will. We'll come back to that. Challenges. Challenges are chosen when you create a character. Okay. We're good on settings. Let's go ahead and play online, I guess. See how it goes. Honestly, I can't really imagine why there's a big reason to be online or offline, but hopefully it's good. Let's see. Loot filter. The selected loot filter, we have none. Oh, can you, like, download these, too? Can people post their own filters and you can just download them? Because that'd be great. Let's see. On graphics, you'd turn volumetric lighting down. At least on launch, it caused a bit of FPS drops. Okay. We'll go back in and modify it if we need to. Oh, is there another way that I can get the FPS to display? I wouldn't mind if that's in the corner, at least when we're starting out. Okay, so filters function by creating rules and ordering them. Rules located higher in the list take priority and overrule them. Drag and drop rules to reorder them. Sure, makes sense. I can import a filter or I can create my own filter. I don't care about a filter right now, right? Basically, we're going to want to pick everything up to start with. I can copy paste them into a filter. Nice. People do share their filters. Okay, so what do we have? We have a Sentinel who can go Void Knight, Forge Guard, and Paladin. Looks like we can read some of their abilities. I'm going to tell you, we're probably not going Sentinel. I'm taking a peek. What is this? This is Rogue. This is a contender. Okay, Rogue's kind of cool. I love bow combat. I don't know why, but I do. We can go into Blade Dancer. Artisan of Shadow dashes out of the reach of her enemies. Each movement, another deadly cut. Okay, or Marksman. So, full blade, full bow, right? Or the Falcon class. Master Tactician who employs deceptive traps. Oh, I didn't realize that they had traps. And the aid of a fearsome bird of prey. She survives due to her wits, ingenuity, and most of all, due to her falcon's loyalty. There's a pretty good chance that we might go mage. What is this one? Mage. F11 display FPS. I will say it didn't do it right now. I might have to be in game though. An elder crusting his prime, the mage wields the power of the arcane to make up for his past wrongs and give the world a new future. Lightning, elemental nova, flame ward, glacier, disintegrate, volcanic orb. So we can go sorcerer, which I'm assuming is just more like elemental attack stuff, which is what that looks like. Spell blade, some martial prowess with the mastery of spells. Sword coated in ice and flame, a shield gleaming with wards. The Spellblade is as brilliant as he is deadly. That could be neat. Or Rune Master. Okay, so when I saw Rune Master, my initial thought was, that sounds neat. It sounds cool, but I have no idea what it does. Apex among their peers, Rune Masters are mages who take the study of runes to the next level. Tapping into the arcane within a rune's construction, they can alter the flow of magic and even combine runes to create spells of which this world has never seen. By the way, I just realized I also need to quickly update my my stream title in game. Sorry, 1 sec. It'll take me 2 seconds. Last Epic. I don't need a go live notification, but RPG action title. First day in LE. Done. Now I'll show up in the right category. Okay. What do we got? Runic Invocation. Whenever you directly use an elemental skill, gain 1 rune of the corresponding element. For channeled skills, you gain 1 rune per second. Oh, you know what? I'll do a quick Discord update too, just in case anyone cares. Stream has changed. This is something, by the way, I could automate. I totally have a tool now that could do this. And there we go. There's that. What do we got going on? Whenever you directly use an elemental skill, you gain 1 rune of the corresponding element. For channeled skills, you gain 1 rune per second. Then you can activate it to consume all of your active runes to cast a unique invocation based on the combination and order of runes consumed. The last rune in the sequence determines the damage type. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you're queuing things up to do big damage later. I like it. Alt for more information. Flame Rush. You turn into a ball of flame and launch yourself in the target direction. The longer you hold down the key, the slower you move. But the larger and more damaging the explosion is when you stop channeling. You take 40% less damage during Flame Rush. Frost Wall. That's pretty... we know what that does. Rune Bolt. A combo spell that fires piercing projectiles. The first part of the combo is fire, the second is lightning, and the third is cold. Glyph of Dominion. So usually in games like this too, if you're gonna go elemental, you pick an element. I mean, I feel like that's usually how you do it. You go full fire or full lightning or whatever. Or you might go mostly lightning with a fire, like, secondary or something. But this one sounds like you want to go everything. This one places a lightning glyph on the ground that grows over time, deals lightning damage over time, and slows in its area. Full size, it detonates, dealing a large amount of lightning damage to enemies within its area. 1 glyph at a time. Ooh, Primalist with a bear. They're gonna be a big melee barbarian-like character. Beastmaster. Ooh, Beastmaster sounds really cool. Lead by example with strength and power. He charges forward, the ferocity of his companions infusing his body. The heart of the wild beats within him. So we can get a raptor. You can get a raptor, or a bear, or a saber-tooth. Summon a frenzied totem. Or a scorpion. You have affixes like % lightning, fire, but you also have +% elemental as well. That's cool. Welcome back, Bomber. Your daughter went to a science museum recently. That's cool. And bought a rocket kit. It was really lame. Oh. So you built a Mentos soda rocket with her. Much better science. I like it. Great. Was the one from the Science Center like a stomp rocket? Because those are cool too. Shaman. Or shaman, however you pronounce it. Kinda elementally like, right? And druid. This is gonna be transformation, I bet. Bear form. I'm not super into the druid stuff. Like, it's okay. It's not my style, really. Beastmaster, totally one of my styles, for sure. So, Sorcerer, Rune Master, Rune something, Beastmaster, and honestly, on Rogue, I could see myself doing Marksman or Falconeer. So there's 5 classes that we're debating between before we've even checked out the Acolyte, which is the Necromancer. Rebellious Scion who disobeyed her masters and sought out forbidden magic. The Acolyte will let nothing stop her from becoming more powerful. So we've got Necromancer summoning the stuff, sacrificing them. Dreadshade, probably another summon. Lich. Let's see. At the expense, so you use your own health, you steal life, consume the essence of the dead, and the damned for strength. Pretty cool. Reaper form, drain life, or decay, and death seal. And Warlock, master of the forbidden arts, curses and corrupting flames. It's cool. I want to try a lot of these things out. But we're gonna start off with Rune Master, I guess. Rune Master, character name, this is Merc. Continue. Well, I guess we don't choose Rune Master yet. We get that in the story. It was a tiny Alka-Seltzer rocket that went maybe 1 inch vertical. Yours went a few feet, and cheaper for science. Nice. Okay, so like I was saying, there's hardcore. If the character dies, it will no longer be a hardcore character, but can be resurrected and played as a normal character in the same game mode, challenge, and cycle. We're gonna go normal. I've never played this game before. Let's kind of get a good experience first, and then if we think this is cool, we play this a lot. I see myself trying a hardcore character. I do. I see it. I see it happening. Challenges, you can do solo account found, meaning no one could give you stuff. And solo character found means you can't have 2 characters trading stuff either. We're not going to turn any of that on. The cycle. This must be like legacy characters, Last Epoch 1.0. This is probably going to be like seasons too, I bet you. Wait, what did that say? Cycle characters are moved to Legacy Realm when the cycle ends. Cycles last around 3 to 4 months. Okay, like a season. Here we go. I might need to move the camera. We'll find out.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed, and yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Lagon of the sea, Raye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away.
Sounds like elder gods talking.
Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In
yeah,
the
gods
end,
created gods.
It was Raye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Raye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Okay. Divine Era, it says behind me. The Old Road. Naked for a second. Alright. Movement. Left click or use the joystick of your gamepad. I am not going to use a gamepad, but I've heard it works very well. Alright. Honestly, I might just turn chat off. I don't know if I care about chat. Turn it off. Chat is disabled. Go away, chat. Go away, chat. Okay. Let's see. Tab. Tab opens the big map that we don't have anything on our map just yet. I for items. I wonder if we want to rebind that at some point to be on the left side of the keyboard. We'll see. What do we got? Just base garbage. Crafting materials. There's a whole section for it. There's a gifting inventory. There's a stored items button. I kind of like that. Blessings. Appearance. Oh, this is like transmog stuff. Of course, there's a shop. I'm not shocked by that at all. Let's see. There's a big map in the Divine Era. So, okay. So this makes a lot of sense now. The game's called Last Epoch, or Epoch, if you will. Looks like we're going to be jumping between time periods. Kinda neat. Kinda neat. YouTube is complaining at me. Stream dying. I see a red bar over there too. We good? Good? I dropped some frames right there. Hopefully not a lot.
These roads are not kind to my bones, but I must hurry. Welrin is still a few days away.
We've got QWER for our moves, and right-click for attack. Oh, and it's a melee attack. Okay. I would have thought it would have been some kind of ranged magic bolt. Whoa! Okay. Cool. You did get a few small bufferings, thought it was your end. No, I'm pretty sure that was my end. Now, this would be super dumb. But it happened when I opened the map. I hope it wasn't the map that did it. That would make no sense, but... Okay, then we're good. I think it was just a real temporary thing on my end. Alright. Which, mana. Only costs 3 and we've got 51. Hold on, I'm gonna drag my camera slightly off to the left. No, my camera, thank you. That way we can make sure that my health bar is fully in view, right? We don't want that to be blocked at all. And I can see that I'm still blocking some things. We might need to move it somewhere else. We'll figure it out. You're back in the YouTube bomber, nice. Checking the stream quality over there, thank you. It says excellent condition again. It said potions. I have 1 potion. It's on the number 2 button, I think is what that's telling me. Have I heard of the Azeron controller? No, you have one. It's great. It's a hand-shaped controller with 26-ish buttons and an analog stick. Completely mappable, basically eliminated any weird keybind issues. Hold on. I have a thing, and I hardly ever use it. It's in a drawer. I have pulled it out of the drawer. I have this. It's quite dusty because I haven't used it in a while. It has, let's see, 20 buttons. 20 buttons there. And on the side, it's got like a little bit of what you would call an analog stick, plus a button here and a button here too. So that, right? It just maps to your hand, just like this. And then you've got everything on your thumb, and you've got everything on your fingers. Is that like what you have? You're gonna put a picture in Discord? I used to use it a lot, by the way. I used to play a lot of Dota 2 back in the day, and I used that thing for Dota. Like, very specifically, I think that's the only game I ever used with it. Oh, I have 2 potions. It's on button number 1. Thank you, Astro. That was confusing for me. I clearly got it backwards. That looks like a prototype of yours? Yeah, I'll have to check it out. This one, the one I have was as a Razer product. I think it was called Orb Weaver, because, you know, they like to do spiders and snakes. James, you're here! You overnapped thanks to the rough night you had. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear about your rough night. This is actually game number 2 tonight. Fallen Messenger's Letter. In the hands of a fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is addressed to you.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As Keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Etera's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand. He wishes to destroy us and steal Etera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
You know what I just realized? I've got a thing that I'm playing with, and it's supposed to get like stream stats, okay? And what that means is it's supposed to take in like, oh, I've started streaming, so we need to pull the stats for the current game from a file and like put details into it and keep track of how many hours you've played and stuff. And I think I finally got it into a working spot. However, I've just realized it doesn't work if I switch game. It doesn't work if I switch game, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Take the messenger's letter. It sounds like we're gonna be picking up this guy's previous job. The fallen messenger lay still. You need to reach the keepers. Well, we gotta also do a tiny bit of exploration. Is there anything to find here? Is this going to be an exploring game at all or not? So far, not. Also, we haven't gone anywhere yet. We haven't gone anywhere yet. Oh, that guy doesn't take very much damage. He does a lot more. Okay. We got ourselves our first bit of gear. Oh, and it auto-equipped. Plus 6 health. The previous hero made it 3 minutes into the game. I don't know if they were a hero. They were a keeper. That's a lot of little guys. I need an AoE. Kind of mage am I that doesn't have a big frost orb or something, right? Oh, I can AoE with my melee weapon. That's kind of neat. Runic Scroll. Oh, it's a mage relic, something we have. Plus 2 spell damage. Like it. I like it. What else we got going on over here? Nothing. I don't like those guys. I don't like those birds. Birds are bad news. There we go, fireball. Well, fireball doesn't seem to do a whole lot more damage. That would be our AoE move, though, probably, right? Okay, hide gloves and a ring. They should have auto-equipped gloves and the ring. Perfect. Battle mage. That's what we are right now, for sure. You have ended up as a battle mage in Enshrouded. Okay, so I heard. Ooh, wait, did that take fire, like burn damage? I've heard in Enshrouded there is a broken build. And there is a skill that's down the mage tree that gives you an aura of healing. And it's permanent, it's passive, I don't think it costs anything, it's just always healing you. And I hear it's totally broken. Are you using that, bomber? There! Look. He had a fire like thing underneath his name. So the DPS estimated on the lightning bolt is 45, but on the fireball it's 71. Has a 40% chance to ignite on hit. Added spell damage applies at 125% effectiveness. Ooh. You haven't looked down the mage tree. You're gonna check it out. You went tank with heavy weapons. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. I can swap skills on my action bar, left click on them and use the flyout menu. Makes total sense. For a 40% chance of burn, we're seeing it proc quite a bit. You found that magic does really well against some of the enemies, so branching into some magic skills only very recently. Okay. So when I played the demo of Enshrouded months and months ago, They didn't have class stuff in the game at all. They had some of the skill tree there, just a little bit. Like, you were able to buy 1 or 2 skills, and then everything else said coming soon. But it really got me thinking, like, it would be real fun, I think, to play the game and have people specialize in different things. Having someone who's, like, a dedicated mage, and someone who is a dedicated warrior or whatever, that kind of stuff. I think there's a rogue or a ranger or something. Yep. I'm real excited to play Enshrouded. I'm waiting for it to be full release. And there's so many other things to play too. Like, I am playing in my spare time Nightingale, which is also a survival crafter, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Quite fun. I love it when they blow up due to the burn damage. The bodies are burnt beyond recognition. They were fleeing. But they did not flee successfully. Oh, I thought for a second they were going to fight each other. That would have been too good. So James, how are you doing tonight? Last night was a long day. Has that been better? Osprix Warriors. We gotta make sure this guy doesn't die, right? Snap freeze. That's a new one. Poignard. That's not gonna be a weapon for us.
When you arrived, was there a family?
Grail. When I arrived, was there a family? No? I don't think so.
It was my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many. I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left.
It's war, you can't save everyone.
What good are we if we can't? Sorry, I just met you, and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks?
Are you?
I am. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
We didn't say yes. Honestly, we have no idea who we are or why we're going this way. We just are.
I wonder, which of us will take down more Osprix?
Good question.
Come, let me watch you fight.
Let me watch you fight. Fight through the burning forest. The Poignard is a dagger. It has lower melee damage, but a faster attack speed. But we have spell damage on ours, right? We don't really want to use that dagger. Also, our new skill, Snap Freeze. Freeze enemies in a cone in front of you for 2 seconds. 20% of the remaining cooldown recovered whenever you freeze an enemy, including with Snap Freeze itself. Oh, this goes with other ice spells. The effect can occur a maximum of 2 times each second. Like it. A little better. Honestly, feeling lonely, but that will pass. Well, we are here together now for the reaches of Twitch.
Smoke.
The ice has quite a long cooldown to it so far. He also has the ice move, so that's kind of neat too. I wanted to go right, but I see there's a thing on my map. What is this? Critical Shrine. Oh. So we'll hit that. We'll hit that Critical Shrine. This looks like the last place peace talks would be occurring. Yeah, correct. But peace talks between what, right? We have to ask ourselves that too. We don't really know much about anything. We're in this world and there are monsters raining from the sky. That's what we got. The wand makes things have -3 spell mana cost, these only cost 3. Well, this one costs 29, but these only cost 3. So that makes them free. But we can do basically no melee damage. We're not really doing a whole lot of melee damage anyways. It might make sense. Wow. Then again, we're not really running out of mana, are we? We're totally fine on the mana.
So much destruction. And for what?
Ooh, some blue things. Alright, so this is the other path we could have taken that we didn't. Let's check the new stuff. Alright. This is plus health regen. We lose spell damage. We'll keep the spell damage for now. Increased damage over time, though, which kind of goes with fire, but... Or the warrior's traveling staff of sleet. So it's better melee damage, better spell damage, and the mana cost reduction. We're gonna equip that. Yeah. We have no idea where we're going, by the way. We're just sort of running. Sash. Level up! We just unlocked a new skill. A sword. I'd like to read my new skill, please. Casts a nova around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning damage. All types of elemental nova that you have enabled have an equal chance to be cast. Okay. By the way, mana behaves kind of weird in that you can go negative mana. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, I want to do this. Wasn't quite what I was hoping. New chalice, meh. Robes, better. Trying to hit them. They're too fast. That hit.
Where'd you learn to fight?
I don't know. I don't know, we have no background. R. Yeah, there we go. Gotta remember that we have that big melee distance AoE. By the way, you see the skill, 9 skill points until you get there. Oh, the one in Enshrouded. Okay. 9 points till you get there. It doesn't sound that great unless you have a really high int score, so you probably want a dedicated build. I will say what I heard was it works on every character and it breaks the game. That's what I heard. Now, could they have changed it between release and now? Maybe. Maybe. I couldn't tell you what it said before and what it says now. Don't know. Oh, this is an elite dude. Or at least he had a name. I don't know why I'm full exploring. We're not finding any loot or anything.
Quick!
Forge, soldier. No, only I can cast fire.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna leave us. He did not. What do we got?
The keepers have proven difficult to track. but my observations revealed the truth. Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. There's a pattern to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the Keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash. Raya wills it.
So what's this one? Ah, the skill system introduction. Viewing augment trees. Click on a skill. Use a new skill. Click on an action bar slot to access the skill selection panel. Specializing in skills. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking an unlocked specialization slot located above which unlock as you level up. Okay, these things. Specializing in a skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning experience, which you can use to empower. Okay. Some skills do not have an augment tree available yet. Okay. So at level 5, we'll get Mana Strike and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Or is that spending points? I guess I'm not too sure yet. Did it say if we could change these later? Or are these like, once you select it, it's selected? You know what I mean? Ooh, Disintegrate. That sounds like a fun beam. Yeah, I don't know what to do on this just yet. I mean, like, clearly, right, we can... Fireball is the thing we're using the most. Kinda makes sense to put Fireball up there. It's like our best spell so far. Oh. Now we have a whole skill tree for Fireball? But can I change it? There's a whole skill tree for this one too, but it looks like... Oh, respec. There is a respec button. Aha. Okay, so hold on. It might be worthwhile to read through a couple of these things, right? And I can change them. All right, great. Fireball has an increased cast speed. Fireball deals more damage, multiplicative with other modifiers, and costs less mana. Unchained Fire. Flamethrower. Fireball becomes a channeled ability. Oh, you can totally change the way the skill works in the tree. You do not regenerate mana while channeling. Makes total sense. Forbidden Flame. Eternal Fire. Let's see if there's like... There's got to be a thing. So the circles, the small circles are slight modifiers, it looks like, right? Fireball has a higher chance to ignite enemies. Whereas the large hexagons, they do something more, right? Clearly this one becomes Flamethrower. What does this one do? Fireball has an increased cast speed and deals more damage for each extra projectile, but no longer fires extra projectiles. Huh. But there's no way to get the Flamethrower without going through Unchained Fire, okay? Magma Shell, you have additional armor and fire resistance while channeling Fireball's Flamethrower. That's cool, because if you're channeling Flamethrower, you're not moving. But now all of a sudden, you're more tanky. I like it. What are the other ones? I'm not going to look too much at these right now. I'm going to look at the big hexes. Hitting the same enemy with several fireballs triggers a flame burst around them. I like it. Fireball now seeks nearby targets. I like that, it makes it homing. Plasma Ball. Half of Fireball's base fire damage is converted to lightning. So it does both fire and lightning. Consequently, this portion of its damage scales with increases to lightning damage, but not increases to fire damage. Okay. Okay. Fire Spray. Additional projectiles that fire in a cone when cast. Cost more mana. And Igneous Force, crit chance up. And one more, Embers. Okay. Alright, let's take a quick peek at some of these. Lightning Blast chains an additional time. I really like that though, chaining. Lightning does less damage, but it can hit multiple enemies. We might go lightning. I don't know, we'll see. Lightning Blast can now chain to you or your allies, granting increased damage and critical strike. That's cool. And allies? Lightning Blast has a chance to freeze. Okay. Lightning Blast now deals damage to all enemies in a line. Powerful channeled attack, hitting enemies caught within, but costs mana per second channel. Lightning Blast can chain additional times, but costs more mana. Now hits the same target after delay, but no longer chains to additional enemies. In Fireball, check the top left first or the second node. Okay, we'll go back. Embers. Fireballs fire in sequence in the same direction. They can now hit the same target, but Fireball releases fewer projectiles and has less cast speed for each extra projectile. Okay. Then there's the Fire Spray that we looked at, which is additional projectiles. One fires in a cone. Which one were you wanting me to look at specifically, I guess? Honestly, if I go Fireball, we're probably going Flamethrower. That sounds cool. I don't want to sit here and read all the skill tree out. Not right now, but you think it was fires in a cone? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's really good for AoE as well, right? I am not discounting that. How much effort is it? Let's say we pick Fireball right now and we decide, you know what? Let's actually do Lightning. How much rework or time wasted or currency wasted is there in respecking to Lightning? Do you keep all your points, or do you have to earn all the points back? How does that work? Honestly, I'm going to say this Elemental Nova at the moment I don't care too much about. Maybe I should. I don't, though. Not yet. It resets the level down to a minimum based on your level. Okay. Alright, well, we're just going to keep it there. Oh, I have a point to spend as well, I think. So we could make its speed and range go up and its damage. We could make it pierce. Costs more mana, but it's only a pierce chance, by the way. Fireball has a higher chance to ignite. I like that one a lot. I actually like that one a lot. Boom. Okay. It's good enough for now. What does that one do? Passive system information. Gaining passive node points. Gain passive points by leveling up and completing quests. Advancing your passive trees will unlock new skills and passives. Then there's mastery classes. Initially, you may only place points in your base class tree, but then you can choose a mastery later. Yep, confirm. So, I see. Scholar. This is health and mana up. But it looks like we have to have Elementalist in order to get these ones. Elementalist, increase your elemental damage. I like that one. Arcanist. Intelligence up, fire resist up, and lightning resist up. I think we go Elementalist. I want to do more damage. I like being a glass cannon. This is when you hit with a lightning skill. You cast Arcane Lightning at additional enemies. Ooh. When you hit an enemy with a fire skill, you ignite additional nearby enemies. Ooh. Okay, so one. Oh, and I can't go here yet. Clearly not. Clearly, this is like level 10 or something. But we'll put our 2 points there. Alright, let's move on. Go. Quest completed. Gold and experience. Sure. This is now a multiplayer area. Not safe to go back. The food's gone. There's some lag. Fire everywhere. There was a lot of fire.
I cannot do that.
I can't do any attacks or anything in town, okay?
Herots offered protection. More than protection. An alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him. Or his people. Why should the Council trust him? Prospect 1. He's one of the gods. Etera made him just as she made us keepers, and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well. Prospect 2. He cares for his people. Like the goddess herself, he extends his heart to all who need support. He forms alliances, wanting to stand united. Meanwhile, Raya wishes to tear this world asunder. Prospect 3. His people are warriors. Haerborian fighters put ours to shame. We fight because it is necessary, while they relish in it. I'll take on being behind their blade any day. Thus, I propose we accept this alliance. It is not in our nature, but we keepers have a sacred duty to uphold. Without Heorot's help, our efforts might prove fruitless.
So we're in this, like, weird... There were 2, like, elder deities that had different thoughts about things. They had a little bit of a disagreement, and the one went off and decided, I'm gonna make things. People, worlds, whatever, right? She did. But now she's disappeared? She also made gods. There's 4 of them. And without her to oversee things, the gods have started to get a little power crazy, is what it sounds like. And all of the lower people, like ourselves, well, we're worse for the wear for it.
Sounds like their leaders waiting up at the shrine. The keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home. A group tied closely with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her. But why, we do not know. Even their names. Well, what do they keep? Do they adhere to another god, or just her? It's these mysteries that interest the Osprix. Whatever secrets the keepers hold, I'm sure Raya wants them. Now, we speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
Okay. We'll move
Sounds
on.
like their leaders waiting up at the shrine.
I know. Same thing. We move. Just looking around. We have not found a reason to explore, though. Not yet. Aha! What are you?
Hello, traveler.
A chronomancer. Oh, I can undo a past action of yours for a price. So you can re-specialize mastery points. I see. Okay. We have no idea what the cost is. Not yet. That's okay. I don't want to respec that.
Do not dwell on regrets.
We have a stash. I think we'll probably sell everything we have so far. This has got to be a teleport, right? Maybe? Yeah. Another stash. A shop. A shop is not going to be worth it to buy anything at this low level, right? Gonna get more drops every minutes. Runes. Destroy an item creating a random number of affix shards containing its powers. Oh. Ooh, so like get a cool thing, break it down, use its stats on something else. Sounds neat. I sell you things. Shift right click to sell. I'm gonna sell you all of the things, I think. Except this, that sash is better. One additional potion slot, sure. We could probably use the sword. It doesn't make it... Nothing about it looks like we can't use it, but I don't know why we would, right? We're looking for spell damage. Same. These are the same gloves, but check it out. The ones we have equipped have 30 forging potential, whereas the other ones only have 20. So there's a lot of difference that can show up on a single piece of gear, it looks like. Okay, all the things are sold. Move. Keeper Lena is just up ahead. She's busy speaking with the Heoborian ambassador about the peace talks. What are these peace talks? The Keepers are in need of aid. We're not strong enough to fight off Raya's forces. The Heoborians have offered an alliance. We need their help, but we do not want to be swept up in a war that is not our own. It's likely too late for that now. I'll speak with her now.
Terra.
I mean, we'll look around first. That's got to be a pet, right? Hold up.
Sounds like this is where we part ways. Good luck out there. Yes. Something you need?
Did you work for Herot?
I don't work for him. I'm his champion. Why?
Big difference.
It means I've fought hard and climbed my way to the top. Herot himself taught me everything I know. As such, I dedicate myself to him, an extension of his will.
But why?
Because he saved me. When I lacked purpose, he was there. He made me what I am.
And what's
the
that?
The person who's going to end this war. Take Raya down, and make him rue the day he dared mess with us.
This guy's the main character, I got it.
Grail was just telling me of your battle. I am Lena, one of the Keeper's Council. One of two. There should be more of us here.
What happened?
They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, I must ask for your help.
Ask away.
Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. We're protectors of Atera's history, and right now, they're in danger. Not much, I'm afraid.
You can tell me about the artifact.
We'll discuss it after our alliance.
But I'm doing you a favor.
You are, and I'm sorry, but this is how it must be. Their secrecy keeps them safe. Even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains. There is another up north, where Balthus is. Could you make sure he's safe? There's word of a drake patrolling the skies.
Can do.
Do this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to Heoboria's army.
She thinks we're with him, but we just, like, met up. We're not working for anyone. This is a little weird, right? I feel like they've missed something. They really needed to give our character some kind of background. Who are we? Why are we doing any of this? Do we have any ties to any factions or anything? We've got nothing. Sounds like I've got work to do. They want us to go north. We'll go the other way real quick. What's across this bridge? A blockade. Sorry, we're under orders to not let anyone in or out. Osprix have been sighted in the Highlands. Okay.
That's it.
We have been railroaded through the one door. Entering. So, did I miss some kind of character customization, or are all characters the same looking, as in the same way that they do it in Path of Exile? Ah, you can now use your portal to return to your last visited town. That's on T. I like it. This one do. Ooh, a bunch of things. Loot filters, factions, map and quests, character inventory. Skills are on S, passives on P, F for Forge, social and ladder. Character customization. The character customization is like Path of Exile. Okay. Let's see what's in the shop. We can buy capes. Can I see what it looks like on my character? No, but you can see what it looks like on a character. What is this thing? Wings! I'm not about this stuff at all. The cape is one thing, the wings and stuff, meh. Gaudy. Champions, what the heck is this? Oh, is this a portal? Let's see. Yeah. I don't plan to purchase any of this stuff. I do not. A pet. Alright, all shop offerings are strictly cosmetic only and help fund future developments. Pre-order editions. So these are what we saw on the Steam page. Order packs. How much do points cost, do we think? $5 for 50, $10 for 100. Okay. Sure. $10 for 100. So, this is $5. This is $10. Yeah. We move on. Missed. Will Hog of the Lynx. Level up. Mana Strike unlocked. Wait, did that put it on my... No. It looked like it put it on my right. It did not. Oh, it is. That is Mana Strike. A melee attack that hits all enemies in an area in front of you. Returning 15 mana if it hits an enemy. Aha! Good mana regen. I like it. Does lightning damage. You were making popcorn. Did you miss any reasoning behind these invasions? So maybe a little bit, yeah. What we know is the main god of our area, right, has gone away, and the other gods are now sort of fighting for power, is what it seems like, right? And they have their own factions and people who worship them. And the invasions, which are the Osprix, the big firebird guys, they are after the Keeper's secrets. They don't know what the secrets are, they just know that they have them. And somehow we've allied ourselves with the Keepers, and so we're going to try and protect their secrets. That's just a sword, right? And this is a better amulet. Like it. Oh, and look, we can see the range, 5 to 25. So they're the same amulet, but the second one we got has a much better roll, but it could go way better than that even. I like it. Control-Alt for mod ranges. Yeah, that didn't really do much for us. Okay. I see I've got a point to spend too. I should probably do that, huh? Ooh, blue gloves. Alright, let's spend our point. Bam. Do I have points to spend here now too? I do, don't I? So I can make the ignite chance go up even higher, or we add something else. Fireball hits have a chance to apply spreading flames, an ailment which deals fire damage over time and spreads to nearby enemies. Additionally, all damage over time ailments applied by Fireball deal more damage. Oh, I can't buy this yet. Oh, hold up. Requires 4 points on the connection. Alright, I like it. We're going this way. And that one was 2, so we could go flammability. Hits have a chance to reduce enemy fire resistance. I totally get these things now. We could have gone to burning wounds. See. That's cool. I like it. I'm liking the skill system so far. Something did some big poison circle. Sacred Bloom! The way I said that made me think of Sacred Bloom! Ooh, how rare are legendaries? Is that a legendary? What is it? It says unique. It says unique. Oh, and by the way, the gloves are better. 1 intelligence. Fire Starter's Torch. I like it. See, it, 1 legendary potential. 17% chance to inflict spreading flames on hit. We want that. 32% more fire damage to enemies afflicted by spreading flames. 50% increased fire damage over time, -4 to the fire spell mana cost, and increased movement speed. That's amazing! I like it. Pretty good for this early on, I would agree. Ooh, did we finally find our first chest? Yes. Hold on. We'll read what that says in a second. It says, the keepers once tended zealously to the sacred plants to honor the goddess Etera. Stuff! I know we're going to want loot filters, and I'm going to want to stop picking everything up, but we're super early game, so we're going to keep picking stuff up. That is just better. That is, 14 mana or 1 intelligence. We're going to go the intelligence right now. 14 mana could be better if we were actually running out of mana. Whereas hopefully the intelligence, actually deals damage. Wand of Sleet. No. Uniques are not super rare, but it's surprising I got one this early, and it's insanely lucky I got one with a legendary potential on it. Nice. I don't even know what the legendary potential means yet, really, right? Is that going to be used in crafting? I guess is what I'm initially thinking. It's going to be something that we're going to be able to transfer or something like that. Man, did you see that spreading flames hit? I did. Great. Hey, something's shooting us from far away. It's gotta be that guy. Okay. The fire's being real cool now. I was very seriously thinking about switching back to that lightning. When I say switch back, I just mean like respecting our first point spend. But I'm really liking the fire spread and stuff now. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And not only that, but I even got a good unique for my current build. Yeah, we did. Mod question, Bomber says. Sounds like we have a bunch of back and forth asking questions about the game. You assume this is only for basic mechanics and not lore story. Yeah, talking about spoiler stuff, right? I'm not, how about this? I'm not going to be super concerned about spoilers in this game, I guess. I don't want someone to just come in and spoil the story, right? So if someone just comes in and says something like, oh yeah, that guy you're working for, you have to kill him later. Like, that would be a terrible spoiler. Mechanic stuff, I think is totally fine in this game. I think it's going to be totally fine. And yes, I'm legit asking questions. And so if I ask a question, people are allowed to answer. As long as I specified, you know, don't answer this room. No! No! They are doing some damage to me. All right. Missing! I find that the map opacity could be higher. It's a little hard to see it. Let's see. Was that under gameplay? Map opacity. Okay. I might just make it max. Honestly. Because like right here, it's really hard to see. Even at max. I don't know why I'm doing a full explorer. It probably doesn't matter. Parameters confirmed and logged. Yeah, so when it comes to games like this, story is usually not that important, right? What's important is running around and crushing bad guys. So, I appreciate the question, and I'm glad you asked it, right? To make sure we get it defined early. And we did. I might want to adjust the map zoom a little. Okay. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's put it there. I like to be able to see like the whole area too, so I liked it when it was small. I will try. By the way, I'm gonna try not to have it just like up all the time. I cannot promise that I won't just have it up all the time, but I'm gonna try. Hopefully it doesn't bother anyone. Oh, and I love that I can see this stuff here. You know what would be really great? If I could somehow do an alt-click or whatever to just equip it off the ground. Because look, that one is better. We've already looked at it. We've already decided it's better. It's an upgrade. It would be great if I could just do that. Also, we just picked up a new weapon that's probably not a replacement, but it was Pyromancer something. Pyromancer's Traveling Staff. Let's see. 23% increased fire damage. I really like the spreading flames that we've got on this, so we're not gonna swap off. You can't play without the full screen map, and it drives you nuts that it doesn't have a setting to default to that. When you mean full screen, do you mean like full zoom? Or do you mean to just like have it always just on? Hold up, we gotta kill a thing. There it is. Centered on you, not in a corner. Oh. This. Well then. Oh, I thought it said of embers. I thought I was gonna have fire damage on it. We're leaning right into this fire magic. Ooh, we got our first helmet.
Fools. Fools.
Fools! Fools! Yeah, I guess. And rages at half health. He can also die at half health. Potion. Oh, this is how we replenish our potions. You know, the potions that we haven't been using. Yeah, those. We're going right into the spreading inferno, so one more point there. Kerpow! Now then, we've got to get ourselves some kind of teleport, right? At some point. I need a teleport. I'm picking up too much junk. I already know it. I already know it. Is there... Man, it would be really cool if there was a way to break stuff down. For, like, crafting materials. Like, right in our inventory. That'd be cool. I don't see that, though. Sort button works. In case anyone was concerned. Oh, when that spreading fire, like, procs, it's just so satisfying.
Fools. Fools.
Fools. Too bad that we don't have a pet to send to town. That would be actually a really cool thing, right? Throw whatever junk on that we don't care about, that we just want to sell. Throw it on a pet that just runs the town and sell it. And I'm going to even say the money stays in town until you go there. You're still forced to go. It's just at a later time. So those plants also attack the bird guy. I like that. I know I've passed the spot, so here we go. Oh, like in Torchlight 1 and 2? You know, I played Torchlight 2 a little bit, but not a lot. For whatever reason, I didn't really get into it. You dipped your toes back into the Fate games, which is where the pet mechanic appears. Ah, the first game is so poorly balanced. Second game, better balanced, but some annoying glitches that really affected your enjoyment. Yeah. Nothing in there. Die! Who are you? A solar invader!
Fools. Fools.
Okay, it's probably gonna get super old, him going fools. But right now, I love it. Right now, I think it's pretty great. This has increased cast speed on it. I think I want to keep my intelligence, though. Gaming instincts. Welcome, welcome. You're back in the US. Have working internet. Great. You're in a car on the way to your house from the airport. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I guess I take it everything went well on your end. That's good to hear. we are just starting out in last Epoch here. We played a different game earlier. 12-hour flights are so annoying. I will say I've never been on a flight that long. Oh, level 7. Flame Ward, skill unlocked. Alright. We spend that point there. We also just unlocked the skill Glacier. Creates 3 successively larger ice explosions in the target direction. Each explosion will deal more damage than the last. 489 DPS estimated. Whew. Big mana cost though. Okay. Then if I go to here, Glacier is now here. I got it. Flame Ward. Grants a burst of 400 ward. Then, for 3 seconds, hits deal 30% less damage to you and cause retaliatory burst of flames. All right, we got to get this on. I think. How do I assign it? Right, that's the thing. I want to drag this down here, just like that. I think I put that on R, and then I think I put Glacier on E. Or do I put it on Lightning Blast? Because we're not using Lightning Blast at all, and Snap Freeze actually works with another ice ability. Let's throw it there. Throw it there. How am I liking Last Epoch compared to Diablo 4? I will say it's much too early for me to tell. Much too early. What I will say is so far the skill system seems pretty neat, and I thought the skill system in Diablo 4 was kind of sucky, as in it didn't really have much of anything, right? There was almost no customization. I don't know. I didn't dig it. All right, I gotta try that out. It costs a lot, but it did some good damage. So if I do R, that's my ward, I see, and here's the ward going down. Gotta try to be cognizant of our different abilities and things, right? We'll take these things. Your first time flying out of Japan, you took off into the sunset, flew through a sunrise, and landed into another sunset. Wow, that would be like time travel, right? Looks like there's a telepoint right up here. Cool. I guess we'll go back to town real quick and sell some of our excess. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ARPG stuff happening right now for sure. Oh, who's this guy?
Terra's blessing.
Who are you exactly? The name's Fitz. I tend to our Groll, shy animals but strong. Are they dangerous? Not at all. Now, if only we could train them, they'd be great fighters, but they're timid. They're kind of gross looking, honestly. Instead, they help us tend our crops, keep us sustained, kind little guys. What's it like being a keeper? It's lovely! We study our history, preserving Etera best we can. That includes nature, keeping the animals safe. It's a good life. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm almost envious. Everyone has their place, as was Etera's plan. I'm sure yours is good too. Say, do you know when Balthus will return? I want to show him something. Old Tess here learned to wear hats. I'm looking for him now, speaking of. Should be going. Okay. There. How'd the talks go? Saw you with Grail and one of the keepers head up in the shrine. It went well. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Figured we'd get this done quick, but with all the traveling, nerves get to your head? Before you head out, yeah, just take a look. We're here to sell things. That's it. That's it. Selling some things like this. And this. Is there a way... Hold on a second. I want to ask this question, right? It said something about breaking items down to, like, get stuff. Is there a way for me to get the increased fire damage off of this? Because if I could get... It's right there, but my finger can't make it. If I can get that fire damage off, I'd love to do that before I sell it. Or whatever. Sell that, sell that, selling that, that, and that, this, that. Probably anything that's a white is being sold. Right? It's gonna be garbage. Most part. Let's see. Mine has 7% increased health regen. The other one is just health. Let's go with the health regen. Let's see. Astro says yes, though I think you need to unlock it later, and it costs more than it's worth for a low-level affix. Alt when mouse over it. Tier 1. Tier 1 being low-level. Okay, so it's not worth it. Did I finish Etrian Odyssey? No. We ended with the boss. We didn't beat the boss, and we said we're taking a little bit of a break from it. We're gonna beat the boss. We will beat the boss, but I needed a break. And so we played Crossroad OS earlier today, and the estimation on that was like 3 or 3.5 hours, and we did it in under 2. So now we're playing Last Epic. All right, so that junk. Gone. And gone. And gone. The cast speed's kind of nice, but okay. We're good.
Right.
Right. There. There's a weird delay on teleporting, and it's got to be because we're online and whatnot, but I kind of don't like it. I want to click the button and be in the load screen. Now then, notice our map has totally reset. So what I don't know is this zone random, and are we in a brand new version of it? Or not, you know? Did we just reset by going to town? We may have just reset. Which is also fine, if that's what happened, I guess. I get to bully this guy again, right? Oh, by the way, look, our mana was negative for a moment. It was. Whoa! I'll take that stuff, thank you. What do we get? Garbage. A yellow. And a blue. Yeah, the last boss made fools of us. So I gotta tell you, the skill on R, which is the ward, I don't like it. I don't like having to think about needing to activate my shield. I don't know. I feel like I need it to be a little different. Guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not used to needing to push that button. Not yet, anyways. There's a lot of fools, but little pity. There's too many of them. You alright? Over there. They've invaded some old storage. They're building something over there. I'll look into it. Herot, bless. Stay safe. Okay. We need to find the storerooms and find the Keeper Vault. So, Keeper Vault is way up this way, and storerooms is off to the left. Oh, we can find stuff, by the way, in barrels. Good to know. I am probably not going to break every barrel that's on the map, but now we know it's a thing. Okay, those guys are doing some damage. I like it. We're finding some stuff doing damage to us. I like it. Okay, hold on. That was a shield? Oh, wait. No, maybe not. Was it? Oh, we equipped it. Wooden shield of the turtle. That's what I was going to do. I was going to equip it because I thought we had a shield spot. By the way, I didn't look at this at all. Idols. That's a neat little section over there we'll get to. Can't wait to play Titan Quest 2. I don't think I know anything about Titan Quest 2. So, I was out and about over the weekend, and I happened to step foot inside of a GameStop. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy Unicorn Overlord. And they didn't have it. They had it on the Switch, but they didn't have it on the PlayStation, and I was kind of upset about that. I'm gonna buy the game. I decided I'll just wait, though, until we're ready to play it. But I have found, since playing the demo, that I am looking forward to it quite a bit. So I think it's gonna go kind of high on our list. Titan Quest 2 is a sequel to a Greek-themed ARPG that came out forever ago. Astro, you're also looking forward to it. Cool. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a little bit of, like, lag stuff happening here. The Warrior of Haste! Yeah, he died pretty quick. That's what he was hasty about, right? Dying? If he wasn't hasty about dying, well, he made the wrong career choice. If I've heard of Grim Dawn, it's by the same team that made that. I have heard of Grim Dawn. Right. Oh, that was great. All those guys running out to burn. Like, I feel like I should be able to click on this, but nothing happens. Of course, I can break it. Monster design in Titan Quest was aces. Oh, okay.
Fools. Fools.
Fools. Oh, the fire spread is just so amazing. When it goes off. I mean, we have low chance right now. We are working to increase that. In fact, I might have a skill point to spend. We should probably double check. I do not. I do not. But what do we need? We need one more point in Conflagration. And then we can put our first point in Spreading Inferno. So now we have it natively, not just on our weapon. You loved how enemies were equipped with the gear they dropped. Oh, in that Titan Quest game. Yeah, that's a good feature. It is. Honestly, I feel like, this is a knock against cosmetics, right? I feel like gear is such an important thing, and I think back to MMOs, like the old school MMOs, where like, oh, you see that guy, and he's got that body armor on or whatever that came from like a really hard or really rare chance drop, or a monster that only spawns once every 48 real life hours or something, right? You see that person wearing that, and you're like, wow. They got lucky, and they're probably good, and they're probably have higher stats than the next person next to them who doesn't have that body piece on, or whatever, right? I feel like gear is so important that having cosmetics to overwrite stuff, it really, in my opinion, diminishes the importance of having like native cosmetics, right? And when I say native, I mean not purchased. Like having stuff in-game that actually means something. And of course, it doesn't work with the model of making money through extra purchases. And I'm not necessarily just like against cosmetics, right? But I really like being able to see what it is you're wearing. Like really wearing. I feel like it means something. You could then look at, again, I haven't played it yet. It's on our list. We're going to play it. Cyberpunk. But on the Cyberpunk release, they had this other problem of you wanted to wear all the best gear that you got, but because it's random, and this is a key differentiator, right? The gear you got, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's just got random stats on it, and now all of a sudden, like, you look like a clown because you're wearing a complete mismatch of stuff and whatnot. That's a little different, right? Sabotage the siege golem. Done. Now we can return to the soldier. But that takes it one step further. If the enemies are gonna drop something, think about this, right? What if there's a monster, and this monster only spawns once every real life day, okay? And when it spawns, you can see it's got a sword in its hand, or whatever, right? And you want that sword. So you go to kill it, and it doesn't drop it. Okay, because it's also, maybe it's a chance to drop. Or maybe it's a guarantee drop, whatever it's wearing, but that sword, oh, it doesn't have it. And it's not going to have it 1 in 1,000 times is the only time that you're ever going to see it have the sword you want. But if you see it, you kill it, you're going to get that drop. Can you imagine like how much cooler it is? But also, even if you're farming that sword, and it keeps spawning and it doesn't have that sword, you're going to keep killing it because you need it to reset the spawner so it can spawn again with your new chance. Like, it works. There's a lot of little neat gameplay sort of design philosophies that I feel like could be done, but isn't, because it is a little bit more work, right? There's a little more effort into some things, but also there's a lot of stuff that also adds friction as well, and a lot of times that can feel bad. But there is one thing that I've had in my head for a long time. Someone actually kind of talked me into wanting this feature. I was initially like, no, that sounds terrible. Why would you want that? But what if you got, it doesn't work in every game. I don't think it would work in this game, for example, right? But what if you got a sword, and it's an iron sword, and that's what you know about it? It doesn't tell you how fast it swings, or what its attack stat is. And then what if you get another sword, and it also doesn't tell you those things, and you have to somehow decipher, well, which sword is better? And you could do this through a myriad of ways, right? One of which being, I'm just going to use the new sword and try it out. Am I killing stuff faster or not? Maybe this new sword has a skill on it, but you don't know that until you're using it or something. And maybe there's another way to do it too, with some kind of player skill that would let you decipher it, but you have to specialize in that, which means you can't specialize in something else. It's just an interesting thought, right? Does that actually make a game cool and fun, or does it make it, I'm gonna say, asinine? And I was really against it in the beginning, but I've thought about it a lot over time, and I feel like if you do the system right, and I don't claim to know how to do the system right, but if you do the system right, it could be really, really interesting. Yep, they're gone. I should thank, never mind, rest well. Or I should say, go back to camp. Yeah, go back to camp. Quest completed, I get to pick, oh no, it's not a pick. I just get pass a point and experience. Okay, I could keep doing Elementalist. Increase our fire damage even more. I like that a lot, by the way. Or, we got new stuff, Reactive Ward. When you drop below 70% health, you gain a burst of ward based on your maximum health. The effect has a 12-second cooldown. Okay, so this is an automatic ward spell cast. I kind of like that. Probably not as good as the one we have, but it is something to help make us stay up longer. Or, Preparation. Every 3 seconds, your next elemental spell deals increased damage and a chance to slow enemies on hit. Every 3 seconds, we have a chance to do just more damage and a slow. Done. Done. We'll take that. Thank you. Still no point to spend here, though. But in the game, that you play where you don't get to see your stats on your weapon, right? Or you have to do something special to even be able to understand what the stats might look like. That would be a game where stuff doesn't drop frequently, right? It's not going to be your Diablo-like, where you're getting new pieces of gear every 5 seconds. New stuff just keeps dropping, right? It's not going to be like that at all. It wouldn't be a unique experience, right? But when you got something new to drop, it would be like, oh, great, I get to check out this thing now. I get to see if it's worth it. Or, I don't use swords, but you know what? I know someone who does. I guess my concept works a lot better in a multiplayer game, too. Who are you? Keeper Lena sent me. Keeper Balthus is inside protecting the shard. The Osprix won't be able to pass through the inner door without a symbol of Atera, but they'll break it down before long. I'll take them out. Here, I hid the symbol from them. They left me alone thinking it was already dead. Take it. It will unlock the door to the shard chamber. Please help Balthus. I'm going in. What's this? Preparation. Next spell deals bonus damage. Great. When we see that little blue circle, we know we do more. Quest completed. Pass a point, gold, and experience. Sure. Still not a skill point, which is what I'd like. Where does it even show us, like, our... I feel like there's a spot that says you have one unspent skill. I don't know where it is. What's the passives? I don't remember. K? No. What's on A? I have no idea what that is. What's on D? F? F is the forge. Right. Okay, I don't remember. Don't remember. Each stack of slow reduces movement speed by 20%, 10% against players, and is multiplicative with other modifiers, including other stacks of slow. Slow stacks up to 3 times and lasts 4 seconds by default. Right of the mana orb will show specialized skills that have a point to use. Oh, so somewhere over here then. I gotcha. Is it P for passives? It's P for passives. So we got to think about this. Next spell increased damage 20%. But it doesn't show us like how. It doesn't show us. If I click this again, it doesn't tell us how many like percentage it's going to go up by. And it's the same with this too, right? Each point isn't increasing my fire damage by 35%, right? It's going to pull 35 up to like what, 40 or something? Or on S, the skill at the top will have a 1, 2, 3 for available skill points. Okay. I'm going to click this one. Yeah, it went up to 40%. So 20% more. Every 3 seconds, we're going to do 40% additional damage. Whereas here, this wouldn't have been another 20%, but it would have been a guaranteed every cast. So I don't know what the math looks like. And the faster your cast speed, the better Elementalist is over Preparation. Right? Because you're attacking a lot more often. These guys feel a little more tanky. We got a shard. What the heck was that? Got a thing. Bomber has left the network. Have a good night, man. This is better damage, has some physical resistance, and increased health regen. So that's an upgrade. Better forging potential. Sure, we'll swap. Pyromancer's Jade Amulet of Regrowth. Okay. Increased melee attack speed, we don't care about. Increased throwing attack speed, we don't care about. Maybe this is what we got. No, it's not. This is it. Chance to ignite shard. It's an affixed shard. Augments an item to grant it a new property or improve an existing one. Now, that's cool. That actually goes with our build even. We got another one too, an armor shard. Is this the full release of the game or early access? This is the full release. Hold on. I'm just curious. So right, so if I select, hold on, put that back up here. If I select this, and what do I do with this? Hold on. Oh, these are modifier runes? No. Nope. Oh, use a modifier item. So confused on this at the moment. How many acts? Don't know. If you're gonna play this, you want to try Beastmaster. Beastmaster was one of the options that we almost went with. So was Falconer. Uniques cannot be normally modified. Oh, that would also make sense. That would also do it. There's a person to talk to up here. There's maybe 12 acts? Okay. That sounds like a lot. It does. Okay, we just unlocked a new skill specialization slot, which we'll check in a moment. There more guys right there? No. No more guys. Alright. Let's see. So we didn't unlock a new skill point. Oh, but we're close. Okay. But we did unlock this, so we can assign something brand new in there. It's just I don't know what I want to assign in there just yet. It may also make sense to wait. Like, maybe we get Disintegrate and then we put Disintegrate up there. Or Teleport. Specializing in Teleport might be a good idea, which we don't have access to just yet. Where is the game set in, or inspired by, rather, in terms of mythology? That's a great question. I don't know. They've clearly come up with their own lore and everything, so I don't know what they may have taken as an inspiration. Yeah, I don't. Let's think about it. I'm totally cool with Fireball being one of our specializations. Teleport feels like a really good one to also be a specialization, because I think it's going to be very useful for movement. Volcanic Orb, if we're going heavy fire, Disintegrate and Volcanic Orb are options as well, but we have to also consider that we're going to want our Rune Master stuff to be in there too. If we keep going with the fire, Flame Rush is good, Moon Bolt is good, Runic Invocation is going to be great as well. Also, Runic Invocation might mean we want to specialize in all elements, not just fire, but I don't know yet. Euro Vague? Probably. That's a good way to describe it. I think. I might be, like, nerfing myself right now by not doing something there, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Go ahead and put another point in Elementalist. It was 7% increase. It might not be 7% every time, though. But it was that time. Hey! They have Thor's hammer. A forged soldier. Out of mana! The Rune of Shattering. Am I gonna play this next stream? Yes.
Once I deciphered the Keeper's movements,
Yep.
the vaults were easy to find. Exploring them proved more challenging. Ancient stonework that could inspire even the greatest of Solarum's architects. Nearly impenetrable.
Nearly.
Between my engineer's finest munitions and the strength of my pet, we managed to crack one open, only to find empty halls and vacant chambers. What would be the purpose of such a stronghold if it were to house nothing? Yet I could tell they were here, just as I predicted. They were guarding something of immense importance, something powerful. Raya will be pleased.
Better find what they're guarding first. Can we lock that behind us?
This way!
Keep your guard, and the guy, he's got a big dragon foot.
You're here to help! The Osprey slave! Protect the sword! The dragon!
So,
Tread carefully.
oh, they're coming in through the ceiling. That was smart. That was smart. I'm like missing all my attacks. I love it. Come on, fire spread. One good fire spread here could kill like everything, right? It's nuts. Oh, I missed. Out of mana. Man, that's a pretty big spell, right? So when we cast the giant ice thing, we won't be able to cast anything else for a while. Being negative mana is really cool. I like that a lot. Let you cast the thing,
Not here. It isn't
and then
safe.
take the penalty of not being able to
Coming
cast
outside.
anything. I like it.
That should hold them.
That should hold them.
First, thank you. The Osprix grow more troublesome by the day. We've reinforced our walls, supplied our men, and taken out dozens of them. Yet, they're still here, using brute force now. The howling monster circling the vault. Yes. So, I see you lack Keeper's robes. I take it Lena sent you. Lovely. While your help has been appreciated, I have everything under control.
Do you have everything under control? It doesn't. There's a hole in your roof above your sacred artifact. I don't think you do.
What do you mean? I'm protecting the Epoch, of course. Here, it's a fortress, meant to keep unruly treasure hunters from locating the shards of the Epoch. Or at least it's supposed to. Drastic times. Did Lena not tell you?
No, Lena didn't tell us anything.
Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Right. Right. Where are we going? Deboo. What is this? Haste Shrine.
Since the Keepers fought, we've held the same rituals. Instructed to keep
Oh, I
the
can move
Epoch
while this
shards
thing is
separate.
talking. Oh, no, it will go
Those
away.
were Itera's words. Since the Keepers fought, the first Epoch shard is held in a fortress. Ancient Iteran mechanisms hold it in place, with no one but us knowing how to enter.
Good night, Gaming Instincts. Good night.
The second vault is deep inside the Stonefall Mountains.
Stonefall
with
Mountains is
traps
next.
that only the Keepers know how to maneuver. The third shard is always on the move. It uses multiple vaults, Only we possess the knowledge to open them. This is why we never call
So there are
a
3
single
shards in
place
total.
home.
Okay. Didn't know. I'm gonna stop picking up whites, I think. Feels unneeded. Although, I mean, maybe the Adept Helm, because we have a junk helmet too, so it could be an upgrade. It had a 1% more elemental damage. I say nay! Oh, hey, that's a blue one. Blue name.
Fools. Fools.
Fools! My favorite voice line in the whole game. Increased mana regen and cooldown recovery speed. Sure. We'll take it. I don't think we need it, but we'll take it. There's no enemies! Oh, hey, he was like hiding there. Stunning Shrine. Sure. Sure. Ah, big ice attack. I think that guy said he regenerated. And when I say he said that, I meant it was like under his HP bar. It doesn't really make a lot of sense that there's so many enemies in here, since they should have essentially just gotten in, right? Through the ceiling and whatnot. I know they're breaking more ceiling, but there's a lot of guys in here for that. Don't know why I'm nitpicking on that, but I am. Kaboom!
I am not a man of many pockets.
Oh, we have hit the inventory limit. Okay, this is the first teleport we're gonna do. First ever. We should, wait, what? Okay. We should be able to go right back, right? That's what we're gonna find out. Yes, perfect. So. And maybe we hold on to this. We lose movement speed. Oh, there's also... There's 2 different rings we have equipped, right? There's a dodge rating ring. And there's an increased movement speed ring. I feel like dodge rating's really good, but I don't know if dodge rating's really good for a mage. This one also has increased mana regen and some lightning resist. I'm gonna put it on the dodge, although I might hold on to that. We might throw that in our stash for now. Shift. And we're gonna throw all of those things in the stash as well. There we go. Pyromancer's Sash of Regrowth. Increased fire damage. We had this the whole time and I wasn't using it. 20% more. That's amazing. Here. So our current shield has block chance and block effectiveness. But we could swap it for an offhand catalyst, right? So we lose out on defense, but we get increased casting speed and intelligence. Is that the same? It's the same. We'll sell this one. How about this one? What is that? Oh, it's even better. Well, is it better? It's got better cast speed, but lower intelligence, but increased fire damage. I like it. Worst helmet. Garbage. Garbage. Ooh. Better armor. In mana regen, but we lose our elemental damage. So we would do less damage. I don't want it. I don't want to do less damage. I like to do lots of damage. All the damage, if you will. A copper circlet that is garbage. A conduit's broken sword. That the sword of Isildur? No, couldn't be. Oh, ooh, increased fire damage on an amulet. Oh, but this, oh, I didn't even notice. This is the one that's melee attack up and increased throwing attack. We don't really care about that. Do I want to lose a little bit of HP for some fire damage, though? I think yes. Okay, I'm gonna store the rest of our junk here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to store. Here we go. Move, move, move. We'll figure out a sorting system later.
Right.
We don't need it right now. Back to the vault. Oh, look, all the enemies have respawned and stuff. That didn't kill them? How did that not kill them? Did we also lose out on our drops that were on the ground? We totally did. Are enemies technically stronger now too? I feel like they're taking a lot more hits. At this moment, I'm gonna tell you, I don't quite understand the system and I don't know if I like it yet. I don't like that we've lost our map either, right? And I could have swore we had drops on the ground right here that we no longer have. And everything behind us is respawned. I don't love that. I want it to stay instanced, if you will, with what we just left. I'll take the sunshine, whatever. Also, where's our dude at? The dude that we were traveling with, he's gone? I mean, I sure hope that we don't have to run all the way back to find him.
Let me ask, for how long must we live like this? No one cared about the shards until recently. Until Raya. For now it's just him. But how much longer until Lagan seeks them out?
Enemies and map respawn. Enemies should not get any stronger. Drops usually stay though. Don't know if there's specific times on it. We weren't gone very long, so I don't know.
But our goddess is gone. If she knew the state of the world, would she not request us to act? To bring peace back between her children? We cannot keep the old ways. The council is scared, but nothing will change if we do not change.
Yup, nothing will change if we do not change. That is, well said. Stuff! We'll view it later. Move on. That guy from a mile away. I do like the ice attack. It's kind of neat. Astro, what character or class are you playing Or which one's your main if you've got multiple? I'm not even gonna pick that up. I thought about it. Then I said, no, don't do it. Inventory -1. The Northern Road. Oh good, the guy came with us. Looks like we got a telepoint coming up as well. Cool. Which makes this, I think, the best spot to end for the night. We are over on our stream time for sure. We've gone a little bit later tonight. Makes sense, though. We played 2 different games. Totally completed one as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. We will plan to pick this up on Wednesday again, right? We're going to keep going with this game a little bit. I will probably make the Dragon's Dogma character creator thing. Like, I'll probably do that off stream and then show what I came up with on stream. Maybe we wait until the game's actually out before I show it off. But that's what's going to happen, I think, for Dragon's Dogma. It's coming up soon. Sooner than we can even think about. Astro, you've got a Werebear Druid and a WW, I don't know what that stands for at the moment, Sentinel, as your 2 mains, and then you're working on 3 others: a melee archer, a Nova mage, and you don't know what to call your other Sentinel at the moment. Okay, that's cool. So you're like really into this game, which is great. Whirlwind, duh, makes sense. Whirlwind. I'm not shocked or surprised that they have a Whirlwind barbarian build. That is such a big character type in Diablo. Anyways, we have points to spend and things to do, but we will pick that up next time. Instead, I'm going to hit this escape to desktop button. But I wish you all a good night, and I hope to see you again on Wednesday. This is Merc Serene signing off. And we have some thank yous to give out as well. We have Bomber cheering 210 bits. Thank you so much. And Azrael Near, new follow. That happened before we started streaming. You must have been watching some VODs or something. Hey, nice to have you. That was really weird. I'm sorry if that hurt anyone's ears.